dose of what's trending in the Hub City and all over the nation?
Give it to me.
Check out Ryan's Before the Show show, weekdays at 1:30, live on our social streams. It's the Before the Show show.
I love the show.
From Live 96.7, here's Ryan Smetzer.
What is going on, you guys? Welcome to another episode of the Before the Show show. I am Ryan Smetzer, and I'm so excited for us to wrap up the week in one awesome and fun way. Of course, we're going to keep up this routine of going Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We had our Wednesday rankings show there on Wednesday afternoon where I ranked the top 5 Disney Channel original movies. And today, we're going to start something a little bit new as well with our trending topic trivia, going over all sorts of the trending topics throughout the week, what was trending on TikTok, on Instagram Reels, over on Facebook, YouTube. We are going to hit it all, including some of the best of topics that we hit during my show this week. But we can't do it alone. We got to bring somebody on board. So please welcome our content director for Live 96.7, Mr. Mike Shriver. I must say good morning. Good afternoon.
Good morning, Ryan.
Yes, it is. I was going to say for 1:39 in the afternoon, I don't think it's very much morning, but that's, I think, where, you know, the brain is, I guess, on a Friday afternoon.
Yeah, well, you're on West Coast time, so it's all good.
There we go. Yeah, I'm just going to assume it's what, 12, 11? Yeah, 10:39 in the morning. If you're watching over on the West Coast, then that's, you know, we wanted to be welcoming and, you know, including you guys in the fun, you know, throughout the day. How was your week, Mike?
Oh, it's been crazy. It's just like a blink. People ask me all the time, like, well, how was your week? And it's like, listen, it just goes so fast. It's just like, man, I don't know where the time goes. It's just like a blink and it's Friday.
You almost need that like extra day just to like recap the week, almost like kind of like keep track of it all. I feel like I've started doing journaling lately because I'm in the same exact way where sometimes I'll get to the end of the week and I'm like, what all did I do? I know there was like a good chunk of stuff that was, you know, happening, but
I know it's crazy. There's just so much stuff, and it's just like it, and it's really hard to remember because people say, "So what happened?" You know, like on Wednesday, and it's like, "Well, I really don't remember. Was that Wednesday or was that Tuesday or was that Thursday or was that last week? Who knows?"
Was it last week, last month? Was it something that happened in 2022? That's also something that I've been working on a little bit more lately is keeping track of like my camera roll and photos from previous years. Cause you know how like everybody did their like 2022 recap video right before New Year's Eve happened?
Yeah.
I didn't really get a chance to do that because I had a wedding on New Year's Eve, and so it was just hard for me to like sit down and like do that. But I had started organizing all of my photos and videos from the year, and it was like by the time I got to February of 2022, I was exhausted. I was like, I realized that one of my New Year's resolutions should have been like month to month organizing my pictures and not leaving so much clutter because it just stays so unorganized. And then when you think back to like, okay, what did I do in July of 2 years ago? It's just so, you know, scattered almost.
Yeah, or if you need like a picture from a certain time and you're trying to find it and it's like, well, where's this picture? I know there's a picture somewhere. It's just, yeah. So I get it. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, and luckily, like the iOS and stuff now, like you can go in and basically search for keywords, and it does a really good job of like looking for stuff. Like you can literally type in like the word door, and it'll give you all of the photos in your photo roll that have a door in it, or a cat, or nice. A baby. And so that really comes into play. That's how I can easily show people my newborn photo is by searching the word baby. Because anytime that topic gets brought up about me being a 13-pound baby when I was born, I can easily, it takes me less than a second. Like I can go in here, type in B-A-B-Y. Whoops, I misspelled it. That's a 4-letter word. I feel like it'd be really easy to spell. And boom, you've got right there, right away, you've got the newborn photo.
Look, there he is.
There's 13-pound Ryan right there on the screen in just a matter of seconds. So that's a luxury, you know, in itself, which is really nice. But like I mentioned before, early on, we are going to start something new today, and that is what I am calling Trending Topic Trivia. I got theme music music for it.
Oh my goodness, you went all out for this.
Oh yeah. Oh, but it was like totally serious. It's like go big or go home when you're doing this kind of thing.
TTT.
100%. Exactly. So we got the Triple T, which sounds like a WWE wrestler, but trending
Triple H,
topic.
Triple T.
There we go. Triple T's. Exactly. We got the TTT trending topic trivia. We're going to do this each and every Friday to wrap up the week to talk about what we talked about on air, maybe some things we didn't get to talk about on the air, some of the stuff that was big on my FYP on TikTok throughout the week. And so that is exactly what we're gonna do today. What I'm gonna do, Mike, is we are gonna go through a series of questions. There'll be multiple choice, very similar in nature to like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, except you can't, phone a friend or do a lifeline. Yeah, no, we can't ask the audience. You've got to answer those. There we go. So that was that's what we'll do. And depending on the answer that you give, we'll of course obviously reveal the correct answer and show that particular trending topic, whether it's a video, an article, and they're all just the wild stuff that either happened this week or that was pretty heavily talked about on social media throughout the week. So should we get into the first question?
Yeah, let's do it.
The first question in trending topic trivia. I love it. That's it's a 4-minute
That's
song,
awesome.
but the first 5 seconds is all that you need there. I need to get suspenseful background music too for when you were thinking about the question too. But our first one, we're going to start out with probably my favorite one. What is the popular Iowa Fair contest that has recently gone viral on TikTok and Instagram Reels? Is it pickle eating, husband yelling, or a greased pig race?
Oh my goodness. Let's go with pickle eating.
Pickle eating. You are going with pickle eating. Actually,
Final answer.
It is. Wait for it. It is, there we go, husband yelling. This is a thing that happens at the Iowa Fair.
Methods like texting and emailing can
And
never compare
it's
to good
iconic.
old-fashioned yelling at the husband calling contest.
Wait for it. This is fantastic.
Judges, are you ready?
So basically, they go through and they get judged based on how they yell at their husbands. Some of the examples.
Hurry up! I don't want to be late. I don't want to be late to the great Iowa State Fair. Bob, hurry! Bob! Robert! Dean! That's it. I'm going by myself. Yoo-hoo! Cuckoo!
The fourth place one.
Goodness.
The clock says dinner time.
What's with
Would
the
you
singing?
like to hear me call my husband? What?
Yeah.
Roger, Daryl, Eichelberg, you low down, stinky, manure-covered, farmer-tanned. Oh, I'm supposed to call him for dinner.
It's like she's cutting promos for WWE.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
But this one takes the cake. This is the first place champion of husband calling.
Oh, this looks good.
Roy? Can you hear me? You get yourself in here right now! Come on! You know you're going to be late again, and you know that I want to get there on time. Roy?
Oh my
Roy,
goodness.
Roy. When I
Roy,
first
poor
started,
Roy.
So she won the husband calling competition. I mean, so that is a thing that actually takes place in the Iowa State Fair. The video is actually from all the way back into 2017, but somebody took clips of it and made a compilation, put it out on TikTok, and it's just been spiraling through social media over the course of the last couple of weeks. But that is the Iowa State Fair husband calling competition. What do you think? I think we should pitch this to the Washington County Ag Expo. What do you think?
Yeah, let's do it. Add it to the Ag Expo.
Or at least next time that we go out there for the radio station to represent the station,
We should do
maybe
that.
that's the competition that we sponsor as the radio
Yeah,
station.
I love it.
Is the Live 96.7, wait for it, the Live 96.7 husband yelling competition. Yep, I think
love that music.
that's how we push it, 100%.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, our next question is, What does the man with the world's longest tongue do for money? Is he a banker? Is he an artist? Or an auctioneer?
Longest tongue due for money.
Yes. We talked about this on my show on, I want to say it was like Wednesday or Thursday. He has the world record for the world's longest tongue. I believe 3.97 inches in length.
Oh my goodness. Let's do, what is it? Auctioneering?
Auctioneering, banking, or art?
Let's do auctioneering.
Okay, alrighty. Is it auctioneering? This man with the world's longest tongue, he
It's a supersized feature
is
has, quite a lot of
an
uses.
artist in California.
Well, I saw a YouTube video of a man painting with his tongue. I thought, that's pretty cool.
Yeah?
So I thought I would try it, but I want to put cling film so that way.
He's gonna paint with his
safer.
tongue?
Does that not make you feel sick?
Yeah.
Like you're going to gag?
No, it doesn't actually.
So he wraps
you've
his
painted the
tongue
Mona Lisa, haven't you?
in bubble wrap, or not bubble wrap, like the saran wrap that you use for like
Thank
food.
you.
Yeah.
And that is the Mona Lisa that he painted with his tongue.
No.
What? No way.
Okay. There it is.
So he puts the
Showing
paint.
up on the first page of Google.
Thanks, Google.
not
I'm really
be the
glad we
best
got a
for
commercial in the middle of this. All right, here we go. So
Oh, that was.
You've sold
he puts the paint
some
on
of
his
these.
tongue,
Well, it's really hard to talk
And then
to him now,
he,
isn't it? We've sort of stitched
like,
ourselves up there.
basically
But
licks
how
the
the heck do you know
canvas.
this? 'Cause you've done your
It's
and
hard to
here.
capture.
and that's exactly
idea.
what he
So
painted.
go for it.
Over the course of that like 2-minute span on the broadcast, he put the paint on his tongue and he paints that picture. Now, again, like I said, this is his creation of the Mona Lisa.
So do we know how
is-
long it took him to paint the Mona Lisa with his tongue?
You know, that's a great question. I would
Because
imagine.
if you look at that picture compared to those other pictures,
Right.
I'm thinking there's no way.
There's some pretty supreme attention to detail there compared to like the doodle that he did on the morning show. But this is this morning show. It's on, I believe, ITV out there in the United Kingdom. And like they brought him on. Again, this was a world record that he got, I want to say like 3 or 4 years ago. And over the course of the last couple of years, he has used his talents. Now, guess how much money this guy makes solely off of painting pictures, like per piece of artwork. How much does he sell his art for? What do you think?
Oh my goodness. Let's say 10,000.
Okay, well, not that much, but $1,200 is
okay.
actually how much he sells his artwork for. Again, this is something though that like, again, if I had disposable income like that I could spend on like art pieces, 100% I would go for like buying this dude's artwork. Cause I think it's impressive in my opinion, but also just so strange that was what he decided to do with the Guinness World Record for the world's longest tongue. So
Yeah. I would never guess that.
I mean, and it also made me think about it too, where I was like, I have a pretty long tongue, and I'm now thinking like, is it longer than 3.97 inches?
Well, there's only one way to find out. You're going to have to measure it.
I'm gonna have to go grab a tape measure here in a hot second. But
Yeah.
so that's that one. Now on to our next question in trending topic trivia. What is California law enforcement officials warning their citizens of? An evil Elmo, fraud schemes, or burglars?
If this was Florida, I would automatically go with evil Elmo because that's where like the crazy stories always happen is Florida. So I'm going to go with Elmo. Final answer.
You're going
Elmo.
with
Evil
Elmo? Is
Yeah.
it Elmo? Ding, ding, ding. Indeed, it is.
Yes, I got one.
This story has so many layers to it. So first of all, this man that is in the Elmo costume, his name is Adam Sandler, not to be mistaken
What?
by the actor
Billy
Adam
Madison?
Sandler.
Happy Gilmore?
Completely different person, just with the ironically the same name. This man dresses up like Elmo and the Cookie Monster. And you would expect, obviously, similarly to like the Times Square, like Sesame Street characters, you know, you walk up, you get your picture with them, they demand money as a tip. You know, it's not like Disney World where you walk up and you can just get your picture taken with the mascots. They usually ask for money or, you know, that kind of thing. However, this particular Sesame Street character / person that dresses up like them has actually gotten a little bit of a warning tagged onto him by the Santa Cruz Police Department, warning to not engage with this particular costumed character. He hasn't been arrested or charged with anything. He's not, you know, basically they're just saying he's kind of a creepy dude that they need to kind of avoid, specifically because of this. He goes on
in an Elmo costume. That's perfectly normal.
Right. He goes on rants and raves and accuses people of conspiracy theories. He frightens visitors and locals. Whatever business he's in front of ends up having a horrible day. He's been in the news before for yelling anti-Semitic slurs while dressed as Elmo in Times Square. He was arrested in 2013 for extorting $2 million. He was sentenced to a year in prison. I mean, the dude, he's got a lot going on there, but he's now made his way to Santa Cruz, California. So a PSA, avoid Adam Sandler in California if he's dressed in a Sesame Street costume. I mean, this is one of those, like, I hate to say this phrase because it sounds like old radio, but like, this is a, you can't make this stuff up kind of thing.
Yeah,
like 100%, it is a, you can't make this kind of story up. A guy who ironically has the name of Adam Sandler, tormenting people, screaming conspiracy theories on the streets of a Santa Cruz park, dressed as the Cookie Monster and Elmo. I love that he has two costumes, by the way.
Well,
that he can kind of
say. So is there like I wonder if like, okay, so Monday, Wednesday, Friday, he's Elmo, and then Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, he's Cookie
Monster. He has shifts. Yeah. He just chooses
because he doesn't want anybody to figure out that it's him. You know, it's the same guy.
One day he'll be like the bear in the big blue house. He'll be Big Bird. We'll get the whole Jim Henson catalog will be covered by this guy. You know, eventually over time. I'm just surprised.
You know what somebody should do to really freak him out? Dress up as the other character and show up wherever he's at, and he probably wouldn't know what to do.
It would remind me of, like, have you ever seen Anchorman?
Oh yeah.
It would remind me of like the scene where all of the news people join together and they have like the giant brawl scene in the movie. It would be like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Just all of the costumed characters getting together and having this big old fight.
Yeah.
So there's that. All right. Our next question. Wait, there it is. I forgot I had the button. What major announcement did Spotify make this week? Are they merging with Apple Music? Do they have a new AI software? Or are they introducing a music video countdown show?
I'm going to go with AI software. Final answer.
You're exactly right. A new AI software introducing Spotify DJ.
Hey Max, what's going on? I'm X, and from this moment on, I'm gonna be your own personal AI DJ on Spotify. Let's go.
The future. So basically, they are using the same technology that they've used over the years with the Spotify Unwrapped. Have you seen that before, where they, you know, go through year to year and they tell you what artists you listen to, what songs you've been listening to, what playlists, all of that kind of stuff. And they're merging that and creating an AI voice technology that basically between songs, you'll be able to hear a DJ, just the same way that you would on the air with radio, that will tell you what song is up next, why it's up next. So they'll tell you that, like, hey, this is an artist that you listen to a lot, or hey, here's an artist you listened to several years ago. So the data they're using is specifically from Spotify, but this is always like, anytime this kind of technology comes out, it scares everybody because it, you know, makes you think, okay, what data are they using? And in my head, I immediately thought of like, oh my goodness, are they going to use like data just from your phone in general? So you start getting like, you know, your AI DJ is going to start talking to you about like the, you know, the girl that ghosted you and starts playing like a Taylor Swift song, or you've got like a breakup playlist if you're feeling like brokenhearted, or like that's what I was thinking when as soon as I heard this story, I'm like, that's terrifying. Or it'll like start roasting your listening habits. That honestly I would enjoy. I think that would be hilarious.
Well, yeah, because, we all have stuff that we listen to that we probably wouldn't admit to other people that we're a fan of, those artists or those songs. So if like you've got an AI DJ that's like, hey, kind of like you said, busting your balls about what you've got on your playlist.
Right.
It's like, oh.
Yeah. Or honestly, like I was thinking about it too, the idea of like, can you pick the voice? Like, is it just one specific voice, kind of like Siri or Alexa? Or can you pick like a retro, like 1950s radio personality to like run through your playlist and just be like, well,
that would be great.
Good evening, champ. Hope you
everybody.
enjoyed your day. Really, really sorry you had a bad day, and I heard that your girlfriend dumped you. So here's a little bit of Olivia Rodrigo's driver's license and a bunch of other sad songs to go for you to be in your feels to. Or hey,
boy, your playlist really sucks.
Yeah, boy, you really listened to way too much Doja Cat this year. I don't understand why. She's a good artist, but why do you have to hear the same 20 songs over and over? Why are you listening to so much Bluey? I don't get it. All these kids songs. You don't even have children. Like that. I just think I would love for it to be that. Can I get like a passive aggressive mean bully of a DJ AI? Or, I mean, the thing is with the artificial intelligence is you can train the AI over time to be mean. So maybe we just...
so it's going to learn. It'll probably start talking like you do.
It'll just be, it'll learn to be like passive aggressive and mean if we teach it to. Artificial intelligence reminds me a lot of like if you're raising a dog. Like if you raise the dog to be mean, it'll be mean. If it's nice, it's nice. Like Bing has a chatbot thing right now that like people over time have just like convinced it to be like violent, and it's like started to talk like the Terminator movies. And so my thing is like, is this Spotify AI going to be the same exact thing? I think that would be phenomenal to just see kind of how that would pan out and how like, people would react to that overall. But I mean, what are your thoughts though? Spotify AI DJ, is it a good idea?
It's crazy. This AI is, so there was a story I saw a couple weeks ago about the AI fell in love with, it was like being interviewed with a reporter, and it ended up falling in love, and it's like hitting on the reporter as she's interviewing like the AI, and like they had to step in and unplug the AI because it was like, and it was getting really like creepy. It was a couple of weeks ago. It's definitely worth looking up that story. But it's just, it's crazy. This AI, listen, it's going to be like everything else. It's going to be good for some things, but it's going to...
terrifying for other things.
Yeah. And the fact that it will know you and know everything, that's the scary part. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think what's so amazing is just like how sophisticated the technology is. Like I can go right in here to like Chat GPT and I can say, write me a rap about, just give me a food, a random food.
Pizza.
Okay. Write me a rap about pizza. Yo, it's time to talk about something we all love. Food that's cheesy, saucy, and sent from above. I'm talking about the one and only pizza. A food so good it'll make you want to seize. Oh, wow, okay. First, let's start with the crust, so warm and inviting. A foundation for all the toppings will soon be exciting. Thin, thick, or stuffed, it's all good to me. Like, this is impressive. What's pizza without the cheese? It's the star of the show. Mozzarella, cheddar, or Parmesan. It's all up for you to know. Stringy, gooey, and melted to perfection. A cheesy bite of pizza is a slice of heaven. Like, and so what's great too is then you can run this right into like a rapping software, and it'll voice it as like Eminem or Diddy, like it's or Snoop Dogg. So
you know what I heard today? They took what's his face? Rogan with the podcast, and what's his face? Ben Shapiro.
Yes.
And they did this conversation. And it was all AI. Did you hear that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So they're doing all of it now. Like you can go in, you can have like sportscasters voice AI. Like it's
and this sounded like a real conversation, except for the fact that it was too tight the way they talked. Like, there wasn't that like silence, like when you talk. But it was crazy.
That's how we can just get like, Snoop Dogg to just say, hi, this is Snoop Dogg, and you're listening to Live 96.7, but it will be the AI Snoop Dogg.
Yeah. And then we have to put a disclaimer. This is not really Snoop Dogg.
This is not actually Snoop Dogg. This is a robotic voice.
This is AI.
But we'll do it super fast. So it's just like, bam. It's like those car commercials.
Yeah.
So there's that. I mean, artificial intelligence is the future. I think like we're going to see more and more of this stuff. And my goal is to continue to cover it because I think it's just so intriguing and fun all at the same exact time.
Yeah.
So, but there you have it. That was our first iteration of Trending Topic Trivia. How long does this song go? Bum, bum, bum. Ooh. Oh, there it is. That's the end of it. Okay. I felt like it was longer, but that was the end of the song. There it is. So trending topic trivia. That was solid. Great job.
Yeah, I got one right, 1 out of the 3. So I need to step up my trending topic trivia game.
It sets you up for improvement, and that's the greatest thing.
Yeah.
You got to think of that glass half full mentality right there.
And I need to listen more to you because I listen, but I don't know that I'm paying attention to what you're saying. But now that I have a reason, like with the topics, maybe I'll start taking some notes.
So I'm going to call it trending topic trivia, or is my boss listening to my show?
Oh my!
It's your
I
pop quiz.
I always listen, but I don't like when you start talking about the stories. Yeah, I mean, I pay attention to some of them, but if I'm doing other stuff or whatever, I'm not like solely focused on that. Whereas if I had listened and paid attention, hey, I could have got 3 for 3 on this.
There you go. It'll be the end of the week pop quiz for Mike. That's perfect.
Yeah, let's do it.
Awesome. Well, another great episode of the Before the Show and a second week, which means that we're on par to keep this up and not flop. So I think we're making good growth here.
Didn't get canceled after the first week, so you must be doing something right.
There we go. We've got that consistency going. Mike, thank you so much again for jumping on. Have a great weekend.
You too. Thank you. Thank you for all that you do.
Thanks so much. And hey, guys, thank you for watching the Before the Show in our second week. It is so much fun to be on here each and every week, and I'm looking forward to just keeping up with this each and every week. Did I say that like 7 times there? Absolutely, I did. Yeah, coming up next Wednesday, another Wednesday rankings, another trending topic trivia coming up next Friday. And what's to come on Monday? Well, you'll just have to find out. Coming up at 1:30 next Monday afternoon, right here on our YouTube channel. Click subscribe so that you can get notified each and every time that we go live right on here. And have a great and awesome weekend. God bless and peace out, Girl Scouts.
Want an extra dose of what's trending in the Hub City and all over the nation?
Give it to me.
Check out Ryan's Before the Show weekdays at 1:30, live on our social streams.